appears that President Donald Trump and his Director of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., have pissed off just about everybody, okay, with their huge announcement about the causes of autism or something. So on Monday evening, they announced that the use of Tylenol, also known as acetaminophen or paracetamol, during pregnancy is linked to the fetus developing autism or other, I guess, forms of neurodivergence. I don't know, but here we go. Here's Donald Trump struggling to even say the word acetaminophen.
The FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen. Acetaminophen. Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol during pregnancy, can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good.
You know, it's not good. Just the utter lack of science, okay, in this administration. It makes my head hurt. I'm going to need a Tylenol here, okay? We're all going to need it. We're all going to need it. Not good. Not good taking a Tylenol. Tylenol. Did I say it right? Oh, my God. No. So immediately after this proclamation, experts were like, that is both wrong and it is also stupid. Okay, stupid. I mean, what else can you say about that? It's stupid. We have a president that's a moron. Okay, an embarrassing buffoon. Exactly. And so let me give you some of what they're saying. Okay, for example, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists pointed out that there was no clear evidence linking the use of acetaminophen to autism or other risks to fetal development. That's it. Now, there are other pain and fever reducing medications like ibuprofen and aspirin that do carry some risks during pregnancy. Yes, but acetaminophen is the only over-the-counter drug that is approved to treat fever during pregnancy. But apparently, Trump and RFK Jr. do not want pregnant women to be comfortable during their pregnancies. Just suffer through it. That's what they said. Suffer through it. You know what? I actually keep having this feeling that they are using the threat of autism, okay, to try to remove eventually pregnant women from the workforce. And then all women. That's it. I mean, it's not like there isn't a goal for some of the people on the right to remove women from the workforce, okay? To make them all be stay-at-home mothers and wives, you know? I mean, we know that that's the case. We know that this is the case, okay? Again, maybe it's a furtherance of that goal. I have no idea, all right? Now, but there's some irony here. Untreated fever during pregnancies is associated with some pretty terrible things. You know, miscarriages, for example, fetal organ malformations, cardiovascular complications, and here's the most ironic thing of all. Fever during pregnancy is even related to autism. Oops. Yeah. Let me just let Tim Pool take it away here.
Whoopsie.
I know some of you probably think it's the toasty guy from Mortal Kombat. Sounds about the same. Okay, but seriously. Wow. Just wow. This is according to a 2021 statement from the Society of Maternal Fetal Medicine. Okay, there you go. Look, what do they have here? Why are they making this connection? Correlation without causation. That's it. That's it. It's like saying, you know, oh, you know that people who ate ice cream got into car accidents? Yes, but that doesn't mean the ice cream causes the car accident. That's what they're doing here. They're doing correlation without causation. That's it. That's it. Now, I want to get to the rage here because the anti-vaxxers are not happy with this, okay? The anti-vaxxers. We know all the experts are like rolling their eyes and going, are you effing serious about this? So dumb. But the anti-vaxxers also mad, okay? In fact, here's the anti-vax group Georgia Coalition for Vaccine Choice, writing in a Facebook post on Monday morning that, quote, we didn't wait 20 years for Bobby to finally speak and then get served Tylenol as an answer. If that's all we hear, is that the end? Not Tamarosol? Not aluminum? Not MMR? Not Hep B? Not the insane schedule pushed after pharma got liability protection? Are we supposed to just forget? I don't know. Maybe you should take some Tylenol. Come back later. No, man. Oh, Children Health Defense, by the way. That's the anti-vax group that was founded by Kennedy himself. They even got in on this, okay? They retweeted a post on Monday about parents who falsely blame vaccines for their children's neurological condition with the statement, this was not caused by Tylenol. Well, I mean, I could agree with that part, at least. Funny enough, in the past, in past years, CHD claimed that kids' usage of Tylenol early in life may be a cause, but there's no links there, okay? Disproven, just like all of their crackpot theories. But there's more rage. In an interview on Steve Bannon's podcast, War Room, on Monday, CHD President Mary Holland said, quote, today may be something of a sideshow. No, a sideshow? Gee, what a surprise. But then added, Tylenol is not the primary cause. No. Now, of course, she goes on to blame the vaccines, despite the fact that there has been exhaustive research into any links between vaccines and autism with, no surprise, zero results, okay, that link the two things together. It's just absolutely ridiculous, okay? Steve Bannon said, this Tylenol thing stinks to high heaven. Again, broken clocks everywhere, all right? Broken clocks. Look, all of this is, I mean, the whole autism vaccines push, whatever, you know what it is? It's eugenics. That's what it is. People with autism have always existed. They always will exist. And, whenever, and I love it whenever somebody, from the older generation specifically say, wow, we didn't have this back in our day. Really? Because, Grandpa had this massive rock and train collection. And I know that's a bit of a trope, but, what, he says that he's completely normal, never heard of it. No, he had it. You totally have it. And you know what? That's fine. One of the reasons, or I should say the main reason that more people are diagnosed now than they were before is that we're just better at catching it. We're better at recognizing the signs. That's all. And by the way, the reason for catching it is not to try to eradicate it. It's to be able to give them the help and support that they might need to be successful. Again, if they need it, because there are a lot of autistic people who are completely functional. Okay. And look, a lot of them, by the way, masked. Okay. A lot of them mask. But now with more acceptance, they don't mask as often. Okay. Or at all. And are able to be themselves. And again, are completely functional and totally fine. Don't really need all that much help, okay, if any at all, and are just a little different. That's it. That's it. And look, for the people who do need a little bit of help, Some of them might just benefit extremely well from a little bit of simple accommodation. That can make a world of difference. And what do I mean by accommodation? For example, allowing people to wear noise-canceling headphones at work or school so that they're not overwhelmed by too much noise. How about allowing work from home? Giving people maybe a little bit of extra time to complete tasks. That kind of stuff. Not hard to do. It's not all that difficult to allow those kinds of simple accommodation. Okay? But and that's why I feel like this push to get rid of autism, cure autism or whatever, is really just a push to get rid of autistic people. That's the reality. And why would you want to get rid of those people? Because they can't. There are neurotypicals out there that cannot stand to give any accommodation, support, or understanding towards autistic people. Okay, that's it. They're an inconvenience to neurotypicals. That's it. That's how they feel about them. You're an inconvenience to me, so I want to get rid of you. I mean, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible how we treat people who are different on the neurodivergence spectrum. You know, absolutely horrific. And so this is another part of that. We now have a political administration that is practicing eugenics, and it's absolutely disgusting. It's completely messed up. Okay. And now, as far as this announcement is concerned, it's absolutely ridiculous. It really shows you how dumb they are. Okay. This administration is stupid. I keep saying it because it keeps being true.
You idiot.
Okay. And again, Ilhan Omar was absolutely right on Saturday when she said that this administration proves that we're being led by idiots. Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.